Tennis superstar Novak Djokovic is officially out of the US Open.
Novak Djokovic has come out and he has announced that he will not be playing the US Open.
Sasha Zverev has withdrawn from this year's US Open.
Serena Williams, she is announcing her retirement from tennis after the US Open, obviously her home tournament.
I think that her legacy is really wide to the point where you can't even describe it in words. I think I'm a product of what she's done. I wouldn't be here without Serena Venus. I'm very thankful to her.
A lot of other players in the field, have the belief I can do that too. I think what we achieved shows that, anything can happen really.
It's time!
First thing I did when I got home from work is I changed to the Rafa hat, the Rafa top.
Emma Raducanu.
And she's just beaten Serena Williams and Azarenka. This is the biggest talking point. Nick Kyrgios on the same section as Daniel Medvedev. Who do you think is going to win the US Open this year? He answered Carlos Alcaraz. I mean, this is still the young guns. Rafa has got a nice draw. Serena Williams, she's drawn. Danka, Kovinic.
Terrible.
I'm a massive Layla fan.
Garcia is incredible. I put a bet on Garcia to win the US Open.
Pegula, Layla Fernandez. I'm going to go Layla Annie Fernandez. Going to win. Rafael Nadal is going to win the US Open this year.
Rafael Nadal comes back from the depths yet again.
We've both gone for the same guy. I've got Linda, you've got Linda.
Nadal has to be considered a favorite.
Rafa for 23. Let's go, Ben. Come on.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Francisco Cerundolo versus Andy Murray, the 24th seed versus the non-seeded three-time Grand Slam champion. Francisco Cerundolo did get his first ATP title on the clay courts last month in July. And he's now a seed here at the US Open for the first time. Backhand of Andy to the backhand of Francisco Cerundolo to the forehand of Andy Murray. Forehand of Cerundolo, backhand of Andy Murray to the backhand of Cerundolo. Forehand of Andy Murray, forehand of Cerundolo. Forehand of Andy Murray, backhand slice of Cerundolo. Backhand slice of Andy. Backhand of Cerundolo to the backhand slice of Andy, which goes long. Love 15. Good opening point there. Probably 10, 15 shots. Quite a long one. Quite a long rally. Which Francisco Cerundolo does come out on top of in the end. Cerundolo, I mean, he's a dangerous opponent to have in the first round, but Murray can't really... he's a non-seeded player. You can't expect any easy opponent in the first round. So... it's always going to be tough. And he's going to really have to avoid that Francisco Cerundolo forehand today. You got to feel like that's a huge weapon. Francisco Cerundolo did make that Miami semi-final earlier in the year, although tainted a little bit by the draw and Sinner's retirement at 4-1 in the first set in the quarterfinal. But has hard court pedigree. Backhand of Cerundolo to the forehand of Andy. Forehand of Cerundolo. Forehand of Andy. His forehand's not going very deep, is Andy right now. But that backhand slice does go into the net from Cerundolo. It's 50-0. Has people on the chat here. Peter saying before, thanks guys. I want to see if Ben's or JG's qualities make it through. And let's go Serena. Yeah, it is Serena's last tournament on the ATP Tour. On the ATP Tour. On the WTA Tour. Before she hangs up her racket, which is sad to say, really. Legendary career, probably the best player of all time on the women's side. Maybe between, you think, well, Serena Williams, Martina Navratilova, or Steffi Graf. Maybe you could throw Margaret Court in there. I think some of her slams have the caveat of being before the Open era and etc. etc. Whoa! Gene already with the super sticker. Thank you very much for donating. Wow, let's see what the super sticker is. Look on YouTube. Thank you very much. You're already donating. That's so kind of you. Another error there from Cerundolo. Andy has a chance to get the first hold on the board. It's a flying pair. Yeah, I was always going to do the Andy Murray match. I mean, if I'm not doing the Andy Murray match, there's a problem. First serve into the net from Andy. And Andy's looking a bit slow right now in terms of his forehands, everything. I will keep you guys posted on other matches going on. A lot of matches starting at this time. Back into Cerundolo. The forehand of Andy is behind the court. Back into Cerundolo. Backhand of Andy. Backhand of Cerundolo. Backhand of Andy. Backhand of Cerundolo. It's better from Andy here. Backhand to forehand of Cerundolo. Forehand of Andy. Clips the net. And backhand Cerundolo. Oh, Cerundolo does so well there. Wow. And Andy got unlucky. His shot hit the net cord and gave Cerundolo a chance, which he took. Came in, finished off that volley. 40-30. Still another game point. If you guys don't mind, please hit that like button. If we can hit 100 likes, that'd be amazing on the stream. My first stream of the US Open. I think there's also the Sakura stream going on at the same time, if I'm not mistaken. The early days of the US Open, it'd mean the world if you could pour in that support for GTL. Thank you. Ezra the Epic. It's a good name. Cheers from Shanghai. Hoping you were right about Wu. Yeah. Don't remember who it was. Person joking in the chat about Wu and Zheng both winning the US Open on the men's women's side, which would be hilarious if that happened. You just gotta stand back and appreciate. I think Zheng definitely more likely to win than Wu. That's a bad backhand error from Andy. In trouble here at deuce in his opening service game. Let's have some predictions, by the way, for this first ever match of the US Open. Who is going to win and how many sets? Who is going to get to the second round? Prediction time. Where's the button? The button's gone away. Surely it's here somewhere. Predictions? Predictions? No. I can't see the prediction button. Where's it gone? Guess it's not here anymore. Oh well. Let's just put in your predictions in the chat. Anya's saying US Open and European Championship in basketball at the same time. Busy time for sports. Cerundolo does have a break point here. Andy, second serve now. Trouble. Roland in the chat. Hello, hello, my fellow commentator on Game to Love. How are you doing? From great country of the Netherlands. Saying, good luck, David. Hope you have a great tournament. For me, it's Cerundolo in 4 sets. We will see. Forehand of Andy. Surely finishes it off. He gives Cerundolo a chance. And then he misses the volley. Andy. Oh, no. Bad start. From 40-15 up, he loses the opening service game, and Cerundolo immediately breaks.
Francisco. Oh, Francisco. Oh, Cerundolo. Oh, Francisco. Oh, Cerundolo.
Wow. Francisco Cerundolo gets the opening break. Bad service game from Andy Murray. Bad service game. From 40-15 up, he misses his way to getting broken in his opening service game. Not great from Andy Man. He does get broken. Jane saying can't be objective when it comes to Murray. Just want him to do well. I'm the same. Obviously, I'm the same as a Scotsman. I'm going to say that. I don't know how the traffic must be bad right now, eh? I mean, it must always be bad, but around US Open time must be horrific. People from all over the world coming to see the best players in the world. Fight it out. Oh, unlucky. Hits the net and just rolls over for Francisco Cerundolo. Lexi in the chat, already loving it. oh, Francisco. Oh, Cerundolo. 15 love. Let's have some predictions for this match, the first round match, the US Open. 24th seed versus the unseeded former champion. Who will win? How many sets? Prediction time, people. Who is going to win? No traffic, 11 Queens at 12-minute Uber drive. Ah, not too bad. Bad return from Andy there. We got Mr. Russell back in the chat. I remember you were here for my last match, Cincinnati semi-final. I think. Was it the Steph Tsitsipas Medvedev match? I think you're here. Mr. Russell, the GOAT. Why can't Andrew hit flatter forehands and be more aggressive? And he loves to slug it out. The baseline, he's too old for that. I agree with you. I guess it's just in his nature. He needs to fix his nature to change the course of history right now, because he's not. Yeah, those short forehands staying in rallies, it's not going to help. Not going to help him. Oh, yeah, short Chaffaye. Yeah. So, for some reason, the only thing I know about Queens is from like Spider-Man. So, make of that what you will. Ben in the chat. How you doing? Ben Shaw. Hey, all. Hello. Drop shot from Cerundolo into the net. 40-30. And, yeah, he knows Andy Murray's not the same kind of speed as he once was. So those drop shots, if they go in, could be very effective. Andy Murray has had some trouble with cramping recently. Hoping that doesn't come back here. Janen. 4-1 from Cerundolo. Good return from Andy. But now he gives the short forehand. The backhand of Andy's good. The forehand of Cerundolo. Into the net. Good rallying from Andy. Getting every ball back. That return especially. Deep. Not allowing Cerundolo to take control of the point that easily. And better rallying from Andy. Better ground strokes. Deeper ground strokes. Any more matches today? I have work to do now. Saying MJ. Yeah, I'm going to do the Felix Richard match. She's on Grandstand Court, I think, in a few hours. And then later tonight, where you'll probably have free time because it's like, I think it's a night match. I'm covering Leila Fernandez versus Oshan Dodang. I think I put too much Chinese twang on that. She's French. But wow, Cerundolo. That's his forehand. Another backhand of Andy. Oh, the backhand of Andy rules supreme. Come on. I was about to sing the praises of Cerundolo, but when he came in off that amazing forehand, he just did not put enough depth or power. Way too short. Andy had time in the backhand to make the pass. Come on. He has a break point to break immediately back. Let's go, Andy. Come on. Advantage, Andy Murray. Is Cerundolo played Nadal Wimbledon the first round? Oh, yeah, I think it might have been, yeah. Cerundolo He could have won that fourth set. He was ahead. See, Cerundolo Nadal. What was the... Because he lost the set 6-4, didn't he? Something like that. Or 6-3. 6-4. He should have won that fourth set. And it's into the net from Cerundolo. The immediate break back from Andy Murray. Come on. 1-0. Andy Murray is not out of this set yet. Come on, Andy Murray. Andy Murray. Come on. It's the immediate break back for the Scotsman. Andy man. Why doesn't he hit flatter forehands? I don't know why he doesn't hit a winner every point. That's why he wins every match. Easy. I think there's some sarcasm there. Have to maintain some semblance of professionalism, so won't be chatting much. Praying for a good performance from Andy. Professionals, you mean, you're at work while also watching the stream. I see. In the net from Cerundolo. Yeah, best of luck to Andy, and hopefully see you later in the stream, in the chat, Jane. Thank you very much for the super sticker earlier as well. No. Okay, cool. See you then. Just me. It's not just you, Shark. It is not just you. Second serve here for Andy. Backhand from Cerundolo to the backhand of Andy, which goes deep and long. Good return from Cerundolo. And he gets his rewards for it. Yeah, you're right, Russell. But he doesn't have the depth on his shots really anymore to do the same kind of thing. He needs to implement more flatter forehands and backhands. Oh, what a return again from Cerundolo. Oh my gosh, the depth from Cerundolo is stupid. Backhand to Cerundolo. He's really putting Andy under the cosh here, controlling the point. Backhand Cerundolo. Andy on the run. Forehand for Cerundolo. Forehand of Andy on the run. Forehand of Cerundolo. Backhand of Andy. Still on the point, Andy Murray. Forehand of Andy. Forehand of Cerundolo. Forehand of Andy. Backhand of Cerundolo. How is Andy in this point still? Forehand drop shot of Cerundolo. Andy's going to get there. Surely going to hit a winner. No, the lob from Cerundolo. Oh, has he made it? Andy Murray's made the overheads. What on earth? Oh, wow. That's amazing. What a point from marathon man Andy Murray. Oh, let's see that again. How on earth did he get that in? Yet that was so much slice, that overhead. Keep it in the service box. What an overhead. Cedric in the chat. Hello, hello. It could be constructive criticism. But I think the laughing emojis kind of reduces the constructive criticism. Frankie. Frankie to his close friends. Ooh, breakpoint early for Zhang versus Tim van Rijhoven to get to 4-2. Oh, what a return from Cerundolo. What a return. Gets to 30-0. Boom, boom, boom. Have that return. Forehand return. You cannot serve into the wheelhouse of that forehand. He will punish you. Cerundolo, one of the best and most underrated forehands on tour. Definitely. Got a powerful weapon in that forehand. First serve is into the net. No one likes you on the tour. Everyone hates you. And the backhand of Cerundolo's into the net. Better from Andy. Better to serve into that body / backhand of Cerundolo. Less winners will be hit. You'll have a bigger chance of staying in the point. It's funny because there's definitely more Scotsmen called Frankie that are more famous. Into the nets. And Andy Murray does consolidate the break. First hold of this contest goes the way of the Scotsman. 2-1, Andy Murray. So, as we are at the sit-down, I'll run you through some of the scores. So we got Caroline Garcia getting to a very, very quick start. A double breakup on Rakimova, I think, is a lucky loser. So, yeah, 4-1, Caroline Garcia serving. Donna Vekic against Kudermetova, which is a tough first round for both players. Very evenly matched. On serve, Vekic serving at 2-3. Tatiana Maria has got the break on Sakari. I think Tatiana Maria Sakari, was that a match at Wimbledon? Let's see, Sakari. Wimbledon. Yeah, it was. That was the one where Tatiana Maria won in straight sets. I did commentate the second set of that one. Tatiana Maria very much impressing me. And who knows? Maybe Tatiana Maria has Sakari's number a little bit. Who knows? Other interesting matches. Tim van Rijthoven has held serve. 3-all there. Korda on serve, serving at 3-all. Nishioka Davidovich Fokina is a pretty evenly matched match. Nishioka serving at 2-3. Tommy Paul is a double break down to Zabata Marias, and he does get broken. Zabata Marias serving at 4-3 against Tommy Paul. It would be an upset, definitely, if Zabata Marias on the hard courts beat Tommy Paul. Rinderknech Hallis, the match in order to play Medvedev in the second round. Rinderknech is 1 away from 4-2 up. Millman is a breakdown against Emilio Nava. And JJ Wolf trying to get a double break up against RBA, which would be a very big plus for Kyrgios. If JJ Wolf could get a win against RBA, I mean, Kyrgios is laughing tonight in his hotel room. Because Kyrgios does not like RBA, does not like playing him. He's such a frustrating player to play RBA because he always gets the ball back. He never gives up in points, and he's the most, he's a stubborn player. In the net from Cerundolo. Andy Murray, love 15 lead. Forehand Cerundolo to the forehand of Andy. He gets there. Forehand Cerundolo again is a winner. Wow. Steps in, puts that forehand away. Gene in the chat. Hello. How are you doing? Hey, guys. JJ Wolf does have a break point. 30-40. Can he serve out this first set at 5-2? Well, break for 5-2 and then serve it out. We'd be ridiculous. Come on, Andy. Nice return. And Cerundolo can't handle the power and the depth. And it is 15-30. Kathy in the chat. Hello. How are you doing? Mayor in the chat as well. Hello, David. Good to see you back with streaming. Hello, all. Yeah, my first stream since Steph Tsitsipas versus Medvedev. And he goes out from Cerundolo. 2 break points for Andy Murray. Can he turn this around this set? He was a breakdown. Can he go a break up? That's the question. And RBA does hold serve very well and reduces it to just the 1 break. The Gene saying before, pick JJ Wolf over RBA. The old bracket website, I have RBA on the tennis app one. Oh, so you're really conflicted, essentially. The drop shot. Murray gets to the drop shot. And the overhead from Andy Murray. He puts it away. Big fist pump from Andy Murray. Determined fist pump as he gets the break. And he will serve at 3-1 from a breakdown. He will serve at 3-1 now. 3 games in a row for Andy Murray. Andy, come on, Andy. Wow. He's done it again. Andy Murray. By the way, Tabio Majorak. Tabio, obviously a clay court player. Some would say a clay court specialist. Looking like he's going to get a breadstick against Majorak, the Polish number 2. Probably the Polish number 2. So that'd be a good first set for the Chilean. Good second serve. Backhand of Andy to the forehand of Cerundolo. Forehand of Andy. Backhand of Cerundolo. Backhand of Andy. Backhand of Cerundolo. Forehand of Andy. Backhand of Cerundolo to the forehand of Andy. Forehand of Cerundolo. Forehand of Andy. Backhand of Cerundolo. Backhand of Andy. Wow, he's on the baseline for Cerundolo back there. And the slice from Cerundolo now to the backhand slice of Andy. Backhand slice of Cerundolo. Drop shot. Oh, wow, that's magical. Magical from Cerundolo. That's brilliant. And they were in that slice-to-slice exchange. In the midcourt, Cerundolo just pulls that slice drop shot trigger. And that's brilliant. That is brilliant. Come on. So good. Andy Murray. Ann Lee leads Osorio 6-1. Yeah. Impressive set. Backhand of... Oh, it's so well done from Andy. The lob from Cerundolo was good enough. But Andy gets up there and gets his racket on it. Puts it in that service box away from Cerundolo on the stretch above his head. That's so impressive. To have the balance and racket work to be able to do that. Very, very good. So you like your 6-1 sets, eh? And Zheng against Tim van Rijthoven does break. And it will serve at 5-3. Wow. Tim van Rijthoven came away from losing the first set. Korda, by the way, is threatening the break against Bagnes at 3-4. Ooh, just in from Andy. And then out from Cerundolo. That's the margins. That's the margins you play with in this game of tennis. These things are going to happen. They're really, really close calls. And Andy goes 30-15 up in this game. For sure, I'll think. Allison Risk, by the way, will serve at 5-2 against Yu for this first set. And Sakari has gotten back on serve and is point away from 4-0. Good serve again from Andy. And goes way wide from Cerundolo. 40-15. So Sakari looking to get to 4-0 in this first set. Tati Maria was 4-2 up. So, yeah. Good digging in from Sakari to stay in the set. Gets to 4-0. Yeah, she does. Backhand of Cerundolo to the backhand slice of Andy. Forehand of Cerundolo. Backhand of Andy to backhand slice. Oh, it's good. Cerundolo comes in. Puts that backhand volley away for 40-30. Still another game point for Andy, but good from Cerundolo. Comes in off that slice. Puts the forehand in the corner. Yeah, good stuff. It comes to the midcourt off the slice. Puts it in the corner. Risky shot. It's so low. But gets his rewards for the power and precision off that low forehand. Lost spin on that. Wide from Cerundolo. And Andy Murray does consolidate the break. 4 games in a row for Andy Murray. Andy Murray consolidates the break and is 4-1 up. Holy cup of tea. Gonna have to drink a lot of cups of teas tonight. Because the Leylah Fernandez match is starting at 4 in the morning my time. So I'm gonna be on the ropes. Caroline Garcia, by the way, is serving at 5-2 for this first set as well. Any other scores people will be interested in? Ooh, Tim van Rijthoven. 2 break points for Tim van Rijthoven to get back on serve in the first set. By the way, Korda does not break. Magnus does hold serve. It's 4-all there. Nishioka serving at 3-4 as well. And Zapata Miralles has a chance to serve out the first set against Tommy Paul at 5-4. Woohoo. And JJ Wolf will try and serve out the first set against RBA at 5-4 as well. So I think for the good of Medvedev watching I know, like, maybe Medvedev's coaches, not Medvedev. Medvedev's coaches will want RBA to win because they know RBA is the biggest threat to Kyrgios before the quarterfinals where they'd play. So they need RBA there to at least threaten Kyrgios a little bit. So what's his name? Gies Guevara. He'll be wanting RBA to win that one probably. Does not want Kyrgios's tough matches to go out early. I think Tabio Mazrak is a tough one because I think I've seen Mazrak more on hard courts than I've seen Tabio. Yeah, tough one to call, really. First serve missed from Cerundolo. Now the second serve to the forehand of Andy. Good return from Andy Murray. Gets it deep once again. Steps on that return. It's love 15. Come on. 30-0 at 4-all for Korda versus Magnus. Oh, and also, wow. Tim van Rijthoven can't take those 2 break points. And, Andy pass the lob here. It bounces. Oh, no. Andy had reset himself in the rally, but he misses that backhand wildly. It's 15-0. He's doing well. Yeah, he's doing well. He has 2 break points here at 3-4. Nishioka serving at 3-4. And David Rukina could serve for that first set. Backhand of Andy. Forehand of Cerundolo. Backhand slice of Andy. Keeps it in the corner. Forehand of Cerundolo to backhand of Andy. Backhand of Cerundolo. Forehand of Andy into the net. Can't quite get under it. 30-15 Cerundolo. 30-15. I think it's probably Zachary Tatiana Maria, by the way. What a first round. Should not be a first round because Tatiana Maria has been punished for no reason with the points being removed and whatever. But let's see. Yeah, it's yeah. And David Rukina has broken. Will serve for the first set at 5-3. Good return from Andy there. A forehand from Andy now to the backhand of Cerundolo. Forehand of Andy. Backhand of Cerundolo. Forehand of Andy. Forehand of Cerundolo. Forehand of Andy. Into the net. Oh, just went over that one a bit much, and I think he roars there in anger. Not needed. He is a break up still. And yeah, 40-15. JJ Wolf 2 points away from the set, by the way. Backhand of Andy. Backhand slice. Backhand slice. Backhand of Andy. Backhand slice of Cerundolo to the backhand of Andy. Oh, and he just misses. Cerundolo gets away with one there. And he does hold serve and keeps it at just the one break. Andy Murray will serve at 4-2, but I'll play the Cerundolo button because decent hold there.
Francisco. Oh, oh, oh. Francisco. Oh, oh, oh. Cerundolo. Oh, oh, oh. Francisco. Oh, oh, oh. Cerundolo.
Jared in the chat. Hello, how are you doing? Saying US Open time. Yes. Yeah, I'm excited. Oh, that's so good. Oh, that's so good from everyone. Oh my gosh, what a point. What a point. Andy Murray put a bit of magic there after Cerundolo's bit of magic. That shot was behind him on that half volley pickup. Oh man, that is brilliant. Brilliant. Come on. By the way, Zapata Miralles does hold serve. Takes the first set. David Rakina takes the first set. See, Garcia took the first set as well. Zachary has a break point at 4-0. Forehand. Oh, into the net from Andy. 15-0. Peter Zaremba back again. Saying praying for Sir Andy. Yeah. Me too, me too. Hope he can progress in this tournament. A few rounds, hopefully. 15-0. Wasn't a great forehand there, but he's still alive. Definitely in this game. Not out of it yet. It's only 15-0. Still time to improve. Forehand of Andy to the forehand of Cerundolo. Forehand of Andy. Backhand of Cerundolo into the nets. 30-15, Andy Murray. Cerundolo just pauses there, sits, wondering, come on. Yeah. Yeah, they don't, but as for the position he's in, he's like 50-something in the world or whatever. He's going to not have the easiest of draws in slams. I'll say this, at least he's not getting a wild card anymore, because when he used to get so much abuse for the wild cards. In the net from Cerundolo, not in the best returns right now is Francisco. 40-15. Yeah, Cerundolo not at his best on return. How's the court speed looking? I'd say it's pretty fast. Not sure. I think similar to Cincinnati. Yeah, maybe that's how I describe it. Backhand slice from Cerundolo to the backhand of Andy Murray. Backhand of Cerundolo. He fires it. He gets tempted, but he fires it long. And Andy Murray is only a game away from the first set now. Cerundolo serving at 2-5. Nice game there from Andy. Holding to 15, I think. Was it? I think holding to 15. And by the way, breaking news, Maria Sakkari has broken serve at 4-0. And she will serve for the first set at 5-4. Wow, wow, wow. Tatiana Maria was a breakup in that set. I think I probably jinxed it by saying I said something like, "Oh, Tatiana Maria has Sakari's number" or something like that. I should not have said that. Just ruined Tatiana Maria's set, probably. It's my fault. Sorry, Tatiana. the ways you describe Tatiana Maria, like a graceful, slice-orientated player. Yeah, very comfortable with that one-handed slice. I don't know if she plays one-handed backhand. She might do, but the slice. I think she mostly plays with slice, similar to Dan Evans. By the way, Corda Bagnes is 5-0 in that first set. Andy Murray saying something about the bottles he's drinking. Hopefully that's not about alcohol, because we want him to be fit and healthy for this tournament. But I did read recently something about with his cramping issues. He needs to make sure he doesn't drink too much of his sports drink, because he can get bloated. That can cause cramp. So he does need to be careful, does Sir Andy. Hallis has got a set point here against Rinderknecht at 4-5. Guys, also, please don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. Trying to get to 100 likes by the end of the stream if we can. My first stream of the US Open. I'd love it to be a successful one. And I'd love you guys to enjoy it. Yeah, Corda set does look interesting. How's Corda playing, Lexi? Because obviously recently came back from injury weeks ago, right? Yeah, Atlanta. Yeah, he lost it in Atlanta. And then he made the quarterfinals, Washington. Fourth round of Cincy. And the net again from Cerundolo. A lot of errors coming off that racket right now. Yeah, Corda's not been bad since coming back in terms of results. But obviously, I don't know if he's at his best yet. What do you think? Second serve here for Andy. Guess that forehand deep. The forehand of Andy. Forehand of Cerundolo. Oh, just out. Tried to cut the line very fine there, Andy. Maybe should have had a bit more margin on that shot. It's 30-0. Could have kept that in and just forced Cerundolo to make a winner. But yeah, goes wide with that forehand. Slice from Cerundolo to the forehand of Andy. Forehand of Cerundolo, backhand of Andy. Backhand of Cerundolo, forehand of Andy, into the net. What a rally. What a rally. Come on. And Cerundolo does come out on the winning end of it. 40-30 up. We've got Ruben from Twitch saying hello. Saying you did some karaoke last night. That's always good to hear. I'm glad you're enjoying the US Open. Hoping to see you more over the next 2 weeks. Thanks. Oh, it is deuce at 5-0 for Corda now. Backhand slice, the forehand of Andy. Oh, well done from Andy now. Another good forehand from Andy. Gets it to deuce. Come on. So good. The way he took that forehand and changed direction was amazing. And that next forehand, all the damage, all the angles. Gets it to deuce. Come on. Here we go. Deuce here. Cerundolo serving. Oh, good serve from Cerundolo. That's what he's been missing a lot today. Those good serves so far, and gonna need to improve, definitely. Good way to start. By the way, Bagnes does have a break point on quarter serve. Ooh. 5-0, break point Bagnes. 2 amazing serves in a row for Cerundolo. He gets himself to 5-3. He does his part, holds serve, and forces Andy Murray to serve out this first set. Good from Cerundolo there. From 15-30 down and from deuce. He does hold serve and forces Sir Andy Murray to serve out this first set. Oh, no, Andy Murray. Wait, why did I press that? I meant Cerundolo. Sorry.
Francisco. Oh, oh, oh. Francisco. Oh, oh, oh. Cerundolo. Oh, oh, oh. Francisco. Oh, oh, oh. Cerundolo.
Sorry, guys. Pressed the wrong button before there. Oh, that must have been just wide of the service line there. Just wide. Second serve here at 15 love. Oh, double faults. Andy Murray. It's not a time to get tight here. He's trying to serve out. Needs to get this set over the line, does Andy Murray. Cannot get broken here. Cannot tighten up. By the way, Tatiana Maria Sakkari. Sakkari trying to serve out at 5-4. She's struggling to, but she does have a set point here. Advantage. See, can she do it? Oh, what a serve from Andy. Is that not in? What's the umpire? The camera's on the umpire. I don't know what happens. But I think it's a second serve, I guess. Forehand of Andy. Comes in off the forehand. Oh no! What a howler from Andy Murray. The overhead in the tram lines. Oh man, you cannot be missing those, Andy. Oh my gosh. That is so not good enough. Oh my gosh, he comes in off that forehand. You think this is perfect. The overhead just in the tram lines. I mean, come on. Come on, Andy. Can't be missing that. You cannot be missing that. By the way, Sakkari did take that first set. 6-4. Does serve it out. First time she's taking a set off. Tatiana Maria. I'm guessing they didn't play before Wimbledon. Forehand of Andy into the nets. And now he's facing 2 break points. I mean, this is what happens when you miss that terrible shot into the tram lines like he did. It's going to have an after effect. And now he faces the 2 break points. Been all over Cerundolo in this set so far, but when it matters, struggling right now. 2 break points for the Argentinian. First serve into the net from Andy. Dangerous times. Forehand from Andy. The backhand of Cerundolo. The forehand of Andy. Backhand of Cerundolo. Forehand of Andy. Forehand of Cerundolo. Forehand of Andy. Backhand of Cerundolo just in from Andy. Forehand of Cerundolo. Forehand of Andy. Forehand of Cerundolo. Andy on the run. Hits a slice. Forehand of Cerundolo. Backhand slice of Andy. Forehand of Cerundolo. Backhand of... Oh my gosh. Andy Murray, what are you doing? What are you doing? A horrific showing there in that service game. Of nerves, of... Oh my gosh. I mean, Double fault, terrible miss. I think double fault and 3 terrible misses there. Not good enough from Andy Murray. Not good enough. And he can't serve out. And Francisco Cerundolo will serve to get it even in this set. It should not be even. It's all Andy doing that. Ah, man. Gross tennis from the Scotsman. And Cerundolo does break back.
Francisco. Francisco. Cerundolo. Francisco. Cerundolo.
I mean, that was horrific. That service game. That was diabolical from Andy Murray. I mean, he couldn't have played a worse service game if he tried. Apart from the ace, everything was so bad. Just not hitting proper shots or anything. And it also comes down to the previous service game before. He had a chance to get to 1540. He was 1530 up when Cerundolo was serving at 2-5. And he plays this forehand just way too close to the lines, and he misses. He didn't need to miss. He did not need to play that shot. It wasn't needed. It was too much. It was too excessive. If he just played it safe in that service game, in that service point, I mean, got to 1540, got 2 set points. I mean, it's just rust, bad decision making. Yeah, not good from Andy Murray. Not good whatsoever. Still only a game away from the first set, but Cerundolo on serve now. Garcia, by the way, does have a break point here at 2-all in the second set. And Zhang is a break up against Van Rijhoven in that second set as well. 4-2 up, Zhang is. Love 15, Andy Murray trying to get some pressure on Cerundolo here as he serves to stay in this first set for a second time. Cerundolo has the momentum though, that's for sure. First serve into the net from Cerundolo there. First serve into the net. And Bagnes is at set point as well. It's good from Andy. 4-1 from Andy now. Oh, good volley. Oh, what on earth? How is Cerundolo still on this point? He wins it. And he's complaining to the umpire is Andy Murray. Not sure what he's complaining about. See, did it bounce twice? Maybe. Oh, I think it did bounce twice. That's not up. That's not up from Cerundolo. I don't think that's up from Cerundolo. Oh, man. Oh. Let's see this again. Oh. It was close. It was very close. I think it might have just been up. It might have just been up. Wow. That's amazing from Francisco Cerundolo. He concedes the point to Andy Murray. He's saying it wasn't up. That is so good of Francisco Cerundolo to do. Can we have some clapping in the chat, clapping emojis in the chat for Francisco Cerundolo for that show of sportsmanship? That's so, so good. Just finishing off that point with an overhead. 15-30. That is amazing. Amazing from Cerundolo to concede that point because he knew he wasn't up. Gotta respect that from Francisco there. However this set goes, or the match, that's really, really well done. Yeah, that's so nice. Capricorn in the chat. Hello, David, everyone. How are you doing, Capricorn? First serve in the net from Cerundolo. First serve in the net, and a second serve here at 15-30 for Andy Murray. Backhand of Andy to the backhand of Cerundolo. Forehand of Andy. Backhand of Cerundolo. Forehand of Andy. Backhand of Cerundolo. Backhand of Andy into the nets. No! You just cannot get any depth, Andy, and he's getting attacked in every rally. It's not fun to watch. It's really not. And Francisco Cerundolo, 30-all now in the game. From love 30 down. By the way, David Shikina is a double break up against Nishioka in the second set. 3-love up. This is that first serve, Cerundolo. Second serve here for Andy at 30-all. This is, if there ever was a time for you to step on the return, it's now. And he's stepping on the return. Backhand to Cerundolo. Oh, that's amazing from Cerundolo. That is amazing from Cerundolo. How did he get that backhand where he got it? The angle there. Wow, wow, wow. He read the Andy Murray backhand down the line. He was there. He put it across. So, so good from Cerundolo. And he will get to 5-all here. Probably. Let's see. 40-30. From love 30 down in this game. Backhand from Andy. Ooh. And it was in. Cerundolo left it. Cerundolo left it. But it was in. Oh, that's going to hurt. Oh my gosh. Oh gosh. It was like this. Like, it was barely in. I mean, I understand Cerundolo leaving the ball. Yeah, literally 1 millimeter, 12 Charlie 21. So I forgot to say, how are you doing? Yeah. Forehand from Andy. Forehand of Cerundolo. Forehand of Andy. That's not good enough from Andy Murray. The forehand's wild. That's not good enough. Not what you expect from someone of his caliber. He should not be hitting forehands like a couple meters deep at the baseline. That's not acceptable at this level. Not acceptable. And Cerundolo rightfully has advantage after that error. Horrific from Andy there. Backhand from Andy. Oh, it's good. Now the backhand from Andy. It's just a bit too central. And now Cerundolo has a forehand. And the slice from Andy keeps it in. Forehand from Cerundolo again. The backhand of Andy. Backhand of Cerundolo down the line. Forehand of Andy. Forehand of Cerundolo. Oh, it's so good from Cerundolo. Now he's another forehand. Andy running everywhere. Now the overhead from Cerundolo. Forehand of Andy. Still on the point. How is Andy still on the point now? Oh, no. He misses the easiest shots. What are you doing, Andy? Oh, come on. And from 15-30, and it from deuce at Cerundolo serving at 2-5, and from serving for it at 5-3, and it's now 5-all on serve. Cerundolo has got himself back in this set, and Andy will not be happy with that.
Francisco. Oh, oh, oh. Francisco. Oh, oh, oh. Cerundolo. Oh, oh, oh. Francisco. Oh, oh, oh. Cerundolo.
Shocking few games from Andy Murray, realistically. Just not, I mean, missing a lot of shots he shouldn't have missed. Just hitting everything deep, and I don't know. Second serve from Andy to the backhand of Cerundolo. Backhand of Andy takes it off well there, and it goes into the net from Cerundolo. 30 love. He needs to keep the pressure on Cerundolo. Andy cannot let this momentum change into a Cerundolo comeback in this set. He can't let it happen. By the way, Tim van Rijthoven is back on serve, serving at 4-all in the second. Oh, come on. Ace from Andy Murray. Come on. 40. Love. At 5-all. Come on. And another ace. A game to love for Andy Murray. The first of the contest. And what a time to do it. And he forces Cerundolo to serve to stay in the set for a third time, I think. Probably a third time. Wow, wow, wow. What a time for a game to love for Andy Murray. Where's the game to love? There it is. There's the Andy Murray button there. Game to love for Andy Murray to get only a game away from the first set for like the... I don't know how many games in a row. It's been a few. Five, six. Hello, Snahil. Welcome to the. It's not. It's. I remember. The guest guy came into the stream. It's not pronounced. It's not pronounced Snahil, is it? Is it? I don't want to call you Snail because that's rude, isn't it? Is that? I don't know. Gilgross thinks Cerundolo's forehand is top 10 on the ATP. What do you think? It's a big call. I think well, who do you put above him? That's the question. I think well, Berrettini above him, Tsitsipas above him, Nadal above him, obviously. I think Rude above him. Okay, that's good. He might be top 10. It might be. That's out from Cerundolo. Come on from Andy Murray. Come on. Come on, come on. He really, really wants to get this set. Law 15. I do love Gilgross's all his videos. Friend of the channel, Gilgross. Yeah, that's how I started watching Game to Love, because Gilgross was on a podcast with him. So that's my introduction. Cerundolo does miss that forehand long. So I can thank Gilgross for being able to commentate tennis matches for a living, which is thanks, Gil. Cerundolo forehand, backhand of Andy. Forehand from Andy. No, once the lob. Andy, you didn't need to go. Why'd you go there? Why didn't he go down the line? It was gaping. Oh, gosh. These decisions at the most important times. He's getting them all wrong right now, Andy Murray. He just looked where Cerundolo was. He was rooted to the middle of the court. I don't know what he was thinking, Andy. Come on. Just needs to go down the line there. At worst, Cerundolo has a really tough volley. Now it's 30-0. I'm getting flashbacks of the 4-5 game now. Love 30 down. And Andy can't capitalize. Can't get to love 40. And he needs to be really careful, does Andy Murray. Ivan Lendl in the crowd getting pointed out by the cameras. His return to Andy Murray. Ivan Lendl, I think he won won Wimbledon with Andy, and also ATP finals and the Olympics and all sorts. The Davis Cup in the 2015-16. Lendl's not smiling. Then again, he really does. It's true. Let's see. Andy forehand, the backhand of Cerundolo. Backhand slice of Andy. Forehand of Cerundolo is wide, and Andy has a set point. Andy has a set point. Here we go. Set point, Andy Murray. Set point, Andy Murray. Can he take the set? It's a let on the first serve from Francisco Cerundolo. Second serve for Andy Murray here at set point. Oh my gosh, I can't take this. This is too intense. This is too tense. Double faults. I'm sorry to celebrate a double fault, but Andy Murray does take the set. 7-5. What a roller coaster there. I'm glad he's taking the set at least. Oh my gosh. Oof. He's taking it. I don't know how you can call Cerundolo a choke artist when he was the one playing from behind the whole set. If anything, Andy was the choke artist. Yeah, fair play, Andy Murray. Gets it done in the end. And takes the set 7-5. Wow. I mean, was not comfortable at times. Was definitely not comfortable. And Cerundolo did well to get his way back into it. I mean, it's a lot of pressure playing from behind as well. It's not easy because you have to always force your the guy in front to make errors, etc., etc. And if you fall off your game even slightly, then you get punished, which Andy did punish him. Double fault, which Cerundolo also punished Andy when he fell off his game a little bit. So yeah. Andy Murray, a very determined look in his eyes. And he does take that first set, 7-5. He could have taken it 6-2, could have taken it 6-3, even 6-4. He was love 30 up at the 4-5 game. But he takes it 7-5. Andy Murray, resilient as ever. And does take that opening set. And I will be taking a short little break to get myself a drink, etc., etc. After that, I'll be back for the second set.
Tennis superstar Novak Djokovic is officially out of the US Open.
Novak Djokovic has come out and he has announced that he will not be playing the US Open.
Sasha Zverev has withdrawn from this year's US Open.
Serena Williams, she is announcing her retirement from tennis after the US Open, obviously her home tournament.
I think that her legacy is really wide to the point where you can't even describe it in words. I think I'm a product of what she's done. I wouldn't be here without Serena Venus. I'm very thankful to her.
A lot of other players in the field, have the belief I can do that too. I think what we achieve shows that, anything can happen really.
It's time!
First thing I did when I got home from work is I changed to the Rafa hat, the Rafa top.
Emma Raducanu.
And she's just beaten Serena Williams and Azarenka. This is the biggest talking point. Nick Kyrgios on the same section as Daniel Medvedev. Who do you think is going to win the US Open this year? He answered Carlos Alcaraz. I mean, this is still the young guns. Rafa has got a nice draw. Serena Williams, she's drawn Danka Kovinic.
Terrible.
I'm a massive Layla fan.
Garcia is incredible. I put a bet on Garcia to win the US Open.
Pegula,
Hello, guys. Oh, thank you very much for Helena Vranac becoming a new member on Game to Love. You'll enjoy the perks of being able to vote in member-only polls, being able to vote, being able to use member-only GTL exclusive emojis on YouTube, in the YouTube chat, which you can use right now if you want to. There's many player emojis like Djokovic, Nadal, Federer, Murray, Jabeur, Swiatek, etc., etc. So thank you very much for supporting the channel. The newest member on Game to Love. Thank you very much. Andy Murray. So, Lexi, you were saying if Andy wins, Dave is going to sing. What do you want me to sing? I'm ready to sing. Hello, Ems. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? You managed to catch any of these first tennis matches? By the way, Medvedev, Kozlov has started as well. It's like a match straight out what was it? The Mexican hardcore. What's it called? You know the one. The one where Kozlov beat Dimitrov when he was cramping. That's what that match feels like. They're both in that tournament. I remember that anyway. But yeah, Andy Murray serving to start this second set as he did the first. Let's see, can he avoid getting broken in his opening game this time? We will see. We will see. Ooh. $15 Andy Murray, nice serve there. No, not Los Cabos. The one before that. The one in this really sweaty one. You know the really sweaty one. The one where it looks like everyone's dying. Let's see, Nadal, Nori. They played in the final, I think. Acapulco. Yeah. Because Kozlov did well in that tournament. And I remember Medvedev struggled a bit against Benoit Paire, which was funny. But yeah, he did have a bit of a... Didn't he have the hernia? That was when that happened, right? After Indian Wells, he got that operation done. From Andy. Whoa, it's a big shank. Big shank. The first of the match for Cerundolo. Shank. And let's have a look at some of these score lines across the board. We got Tabio Majrak. Tabio is 2 points away from taking the second set, 6-4. Medvedev Kozlov's 1-0. JJ Wolf, Batista Gut is JJ Wolf took the first set, and it's 3-4. JJ Wolf serving in the second. See Millman, Nava took the first set in the tiebreak, and Millman's now serving at 1-2. House Rindranech. House took that first set, and now is a point away from 5-4 on serve ahead in the second. It's out, and it's a game to love for Andy Murray to start the second set. What a start to the second set, considering the start to the first set he had, which he got broken immediately. So respect for Andy Murray for improving his start in the second set, and encouraging start for sure for Andy Murray. Nice hold there for Andy Mann. By the way, we got 63 viewers watching right now. If you could hit that like button and subscribe, that would be amazing. My first stream of the US Open. First stream of the US Open ever. Obviously, because I started the French Open earlier this year. Backhand into the net from Cerundolo. A double fault for Cerundolo there. Love 30. Wow. Not a great start to the second set for Francisco Cerundolo. 6 straight points he's lost now. Hang on, I think of a good song. Francisco Molinari. Hello from Uruguay. Hello. How are you doing? Are you supporting your fellow South American today? Or are you supporting the Scotsman, Andy Murray? Oh, so good from Andy Murray. The depth, the slice, the positioning of the ball he's hitting right now is so good. And he has 3 break points to start this first set. Oh, it's good from Andy. Forehand from Andy now. Forehand of Cerundolo. Forehand of Andy. Forehand of Cerundolo. Forehand of Andy to the backhand of Cerundolo. Backhand of Andy. Forehand of Cerundolo. Forehand of Andy to the backhand of Cerundolo. Backhand of Andy. Backhand drop shot of Cerundolo. Andy gets there. Oh, it's too good from Cerundolo. What a point. What a point from Cerundolo. Oh, that's really good. Very impressive. Let's see. Can Andy Murray break serve here? Second serve here for Andy Murray to hit at the return. Can he do it? Can he get to 2 love? Oh, what a return from Andy Murray. Into the net from Cerundolo. It's the early break for Andy Murray. Just like in the first set. He gets that break in the first game of Cerundolo. Gets that opening break. 2-love Andy Murray. Come on. 2-love Andy Murray. To love Andy Murray. Boom! Oh, yes, Andy, yeah. Yeah! Oh. Oh, it's so good! So good from Cerundolo. How did he pick that up so well? That's amazing from Francisco there. What a pickup. Love 15. Good start for Francisco to try and break back. This is that first serve does Andy. A backhand from Cerundolo is wide. 15-0. Important service game here for Andy to consolidate and to really put his footprint down in the second set. Say, this is mine. This is my set. It's true. It's going to be really hard to make the second week anyway. But, oh, I still... Thanks, Jane. You're a lifesaver. You're a lifesaver. I still had it on from when I got that drink break after the first set. Thanks for reminding me. Slice from Andy is just wide. And it's 15-30. I mean, Andy's not due to play anyone next yet. It's only a break up in the second. Let's calm down a little bit. I don't want to check that kind of thing just yet. That's dangerous. Playing with fire, trying to check those kind of things. Let's see here. Good serve from Andy. And the forehand has to be a winner here. Oh, Cerundolo gets it back. Oh, just in on the baseline from Andy. Just in on the baseline again. As Cerundolo hits the forehand into the net. 30-0. I see JJ Wolf here. 2 points away from a 2-set lead on RBA. I mean, is this a shock? This is a shock. It would be a big upset. By the way, Zhang, Tim van Rijthoven is in a tiebreak, a 6-0. So keep you guys posted on who wins that tiebreak. Misses the first serve, does Andy Murray. 30-0 here. Big point. Second serve. 4-1 Cerundolo into the nets. Ooh. Chance there. But yeah, I don't think many people were. I don't think even I predicted Andy Murray to win. And you know me. You don't get many bigger Andy Murray fans than me in life. So yeah, the shock that he's doing as well as he is right now. That's a forehand that's way wide. Way wide. And it is deuce. RBA just won tournament in Kispo. Not, I mean, a bad year is a bit harsh, I'd say. Let's see. He won Kids Bowl. Final of Mallorca. Backhand of Andy. I do see her. Backhand to backhand. Backhand of Cerundolo is a slice to the backhand of Andy. Backhand of Cerundolo. Backhand of Andy. Backhand slice of Cerundolo is into the nets. And we have game point for Andy Murray to consolidate the break and to go 3-love up. Can he do it? That's the question. He won Qatar. He's won a couple tournaments this year, so I don't know if it's like all bad. And he had a very good ATP Cup as well. I don't know. Forehand. Vandy to the forehand of Cerundolo. Forehand of Vandy now to the backhand of Cerundolo. He's running everything down. But that goes long. Andy Murray consolidates the break. A tough service game. It was always going to be. He gets through it. 3-love. Come on. Andy Murray goes 3-love up in the second set. He consolidates the break. Come on. Yeah, JJ Wolf. 2 sets to love up. He's so considerate. Who's he considerate of? I know you mistyped. Such a considerate guy is RBA. Oh, Tatiana Maria has taken the second set, 6-3. Yeah, he seems like he's a nice guy despite his annoying tennis. Seems like a nice guy, RBA. Just one set all, Tatiana Maria Sakkari. See who comes out on top in that third set. Who's Frankie should play next? Frankie Cerundolo. Good old Frankie Cerundolo. By the way, Zhang is 2 sets up on Van Rijthoven. Could be a bit much here. Van Rijthoven not playing on a very, very fast surface. Well, compared to Wimbledon. His serve's very much elevated, Wimbledon. Not on the grass especially. So maybe struggling a little bit here. 2 sets to love down against Zhang. I don't think I've ever heard of this guy, Zhang. He's a number 1 Chinese player. Yeah. He it's his first round of a US Open. I wouldn't have heard of him, would I? So yeah. Last second serve for Cerundolo. Good return from Andy. Forehand of Cerundolo to forehand of Andy. Backhand of Cerundolo. Oh, has he made that? Has he made that? I think Cerundolo is trying to give himself encouragement. I couldn't really determine what he was saying. But yeah, hit that winner, and he's trying to spur himself on to do better in the second set. Misses that first serve though. Good return from Andy. Forehand from Andy to the backhand of Cerundolo. Forehand of Andy. Backhand of Cerundolo. Forehand of Andy. Backhand of Cerundolo is out. 50-0. Ooh, gosh. Broken by Kozlov. But to be fair, Medvedev does have 3 break points to go 3-2 up now. So I think he could just, yeah. It's the first round, isn't it? Things happen. It's out again from Cerundolo. Hey, David and GTL fam. Hello, Peaches. Tiny Dancer, you want to hear a little bit of Elton John in the chat? Oh, no way. It's Esan. How are you doing? Come on, David. Thank you. Backhand, Cerundolo to the backhand of Andy. Forehand of Cerundolo to the backhand of Andy Murray to the forehand of Cerundolo. Just in. Ooh. Yeah, long there from Andy Murray, and it's 30-0. He'd love to break another time, would Andy Murray. Break for a second time. Hot Take Maestro saying, no American will make the quarterfinals this US Open. Well, we'll see. I think I have Fritz making the... Is it Fritz? I don't know who I have. It's someone. Thank you. Second serve here for Cerundolo. Backhand of Andy to backhand of Cerundolo. Goes long, and Andy has a break point to break for a second time in this second set. Can he do it? Eslan, do you have any predictions for who's going to win this match? Is Andy going to win it in straight sets? Is he going to win this set, for example? What is the score going to be? Oh, and he misses that. Does miss it. Andy Murray gets the double break. Cerundolo not looking like himself, really. He's missing a lot of shots. And Andy taking advantage, pretty much. Andy's not been at his best right now. Does have a 4-love lead in the second set. Andy Murray will serve here at 4-love. Misses that first serve. See any matches going on right now. Korda, game away from the second set. But on serve there. Bagner serving at 4-5. In the net from Cerundolo. Second serve doing the work there. And setting up a good point. She wins. David Shakina does have a break point here at 5-0. He was a double break up in the second set. Was David Shakina. Oh, what an ace from Andy Murray. What an ace. That span a lot to the left off that tee. 6 aces is just the one for Cerundolo. Just out. 30 love. Yeah, true. Be right back. Need to watch Korda. Cool. And I think it's a double fault from Andy. He's I mean, it doesn't take a lip reader to to understand what he said there. F off. After that double fault. Here we go. Andy Murray serving at 30-15. Good serve again. And what a pitiful return from Cerundolo. So that's the only word you can use to describe that. Just pitiful. It's a winner. And Andy Murray goes 5-love up. in the second set. Andy Murray, 5-love up and well on his way to taking the second set. Impressive stuff from the Scot, taking advantage of Cerundolo making some strange returns, some bad errors. But it is 5-love at the sit-down. Gotta respect Andy Murray and what he's doing right now. He does consolidate the break. Andy Murray really doing well right now. Hot take maestro with another hot take saying healthy Kyle Edmund has a better forehand than Rude. Well, what do they call him? They had a name for Kyle Edmund with the powerful forehand he had. He has that reputation for a reason, and you could be true. You could be right here. By the way, Medvedev is a couple points away from serving at 5-2 against Kozlov for the first set. Millman is also going to serve out the second set. Going to try to anyway at 5-4. Dr. Storytell saying, hello, everyone. Now joining in. Hello, hello. Welcome to the stream. Please, guys, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. Trying to get to 100 likes by the end of the stream if we can. Meanwhile, we have Cerundolo serving to stay in this second set. Block return goes out from Andy. 15-love. 3 break points for Medvedev, by the way. 3 break points on Kozlov's serve. First serve into the net from Cerundolo. The double fault from Cerundolo. Not going to help his mood right now. Not going to help his mood. If you saw the first set, Andy Murray was... Well, he should have took it. He should have broken at 2-5 for it. And then if he wasn't so dumb, he had a really easy overhead to finish off the point at 50-0, trying to serve out at 5-3, which he missed, which then led to... the after effects of that. He had to save break points, which he couldn't. Then he got broken. Then, I mean, Andy Murray made it closer than it needed to be in that first set, I'd say. Let for Cerundolo at 30-15. By the way, Caroline Garcia did finish off the match 6-2, 6-4. Comfortably through to the second round. One of the favorites, definitely, Caroline Garcia, after her performance in Cincinnati. Oh, and Andy Murray really powers through that backhand. Does not prove dividends whatsoever. 40-15 Cerundolo. He looks to get his first game on the board in this second set. See, can he do it? An ace there from Cerundolo. Well done. Gives his first hold on the board to 15. And he avoids the bagel in the second set.
Francisco. Oh, oh, oh. Francisco. Oh, oh, oh. Cerundolo. Oh, oh, oh. Francisco. Oh, oh, oh. Cerundolo.
Gary saying, hey, David, just checking in to make sure you're taking good care of Andy for us. Great job so far. Yeah. Andy Murray doing well. as it stands. He does miss that first serve. Misses the ball toss, does Andy Murray. Good return from Cerundolo. And Andy Murray can't get that third ball over. Love 15. Andy Murray needs to be careful here. Needs to be careful that he doesn't get broken or give Cerundolo anything. Because just needs to get through the second set. Knuckle down. Get through. Forehand of Cerundolo is so good. Forehand of Andy now to the backhand of Cerundolo. Forehand of Andy. Forehand of Cerundolo. Backhand slice of Andy. Forehand of Cerundolo. Oh, wow. So good from Cerundolo. No pressure on him. This is what he's doing with his forehand right now. By the way, Bagnes will serve the second set at 6-5, just like he did in the first. Not good for Korda, who is in trouble in this first round match. That's for sure. Love 30 right now for Andy. Good serve. Now the forehand has to be a winner. Cerundolo gets it back. This has to be a winner now. Oh, no. Andy goes straight back at him. But it goes wide from Cerundolo. Okay. 15-30. A must-win point is won. Another must-win point now. Cannot give Cerundolo anything. Needs to get this first serve in. $15-30 here. Andy Murray serving. Good serve. Now the forehands. Backhand of Cerundolo. Backhand of Andy to forehand of Cerundolo. It's a drop shot. Andy's going to get there. Oh, he just can't get over the nets. It's 15-40. It's going to be over the high part of the net, which he just couldn't manage it. We have 2 break points. Just like the first set, Andy Murray cannot serve out without facing break points. Let's see. Can Cerundolo break back? What will happen now? 2 break points for the Argentine. Good serve from Andy. Oh, what a return from Cerundolo. I was saying how good a serve it was. Oh, Andy's doing so well here with defense. Forehand has to be a winner. Oh, Cerundolo gets it back, but it goes wide. Wow. What a return initially from Cerundolo to get that serve back the way he did. And Andy Murray eventually gets the point. Good rally there. So much power in that rally. JJ Wolf, by the way, is a breakup in the third set against RBA. So Murray does save one of the break points. Good serve again. Oh, no, Andy just can't time that backhand properly. And Cerundolo does break. And he will serve at 2-5 now. Gets one of the breaks back, does Cerundolo. Andy Murray having a lot of trouble serving out sets.
Francisco. Francisco. Cerundolo. Francisco. Cerundolo.
By the way, Medvedev has gotten the break, the double break, and will serve at 5-2. How's ADF doing? Let's see. He is 2 sets to love up. And, yeah, chilling pretty much. Yeah, great win for Davidovich Fokina. Because Nishioka did get to that final in Washington. Was it Washington? I think it was Washington. The one he lost to Kyrgios. Was it Washington? The City Open? Yeah, Washington. Which he had a great week, did Nishioka. Beat Brooksby, Demonor, Khachanov, Evans, Rublev to get to the final. I mean, what? He didn't have an easy game, an easy match in there in terms of the players he's playing. Brooksby, Demonor, Khachanov, Evans, and Rublev to get to the final. That's really impressive. So it's really good for David Fokina if he gets through it in straight sets. It would be amazing. You gotta say that Kyrgios' draw was a bit easier. Giron, Tommy Paul, Opelka, TFO, Emer. But yeah. It's luck of the draw, isn't it? Luck of the draw. And the player who beats the better players on the way is not always going to win the title. It's not the fairy tale's not always going to be written. By the way, Tommy Paul in a bit of trouble here. Yeah, 2 break points, 2 set points for Zapata Miralles to get a 2-1 set lead. Good backhand return from Andy Murray. Clips the net from Cerundolo. 4-1 from Andy. Backhand of Cerundolo. Oh my gosh, Cerundolo. Oh, Cerundolo is playing ridiculous tennis right now. Ridiculous tennis from Cerundolo. He put everything through that backhand. Everything. Berrettini does get the opening break in that match against Jerry. That one's just started. By the way, Korda did break back at 6-5. Now in a tiebreak 1-0. Backhand Cerundolo to the forehand of Andy Murray. Forehand of Cerundolo. Forehand of Andy Murray. Backhand of Cerundolo. Oh, it's another winner. Francisco Cerundolo. Not out of this set whatsoever. Not out of this set. For a potential bagel to playing how he's playing right now. The last 10 points. 8 to Cerundolo, 2 to Murray. How are you feeling about Korda breaking back, Lexi? Must be happy. If he didn't break back, I'd be very worried for his chances in the match. Obviously, 2 sets to love down. Oh my gosh, Andy Murray. What kind of returns that? And it is 40 love Cerundolo. Could he consolidate the break here to love? You know? Not great for Andy right now. All the momentum going the way of the Argentine. All the momentum. Good return from Andy. That's a nice forehand from Andy there. 40-15. Come on. Better. Better from the Scot. Backhand from Andy to the backhand of Cerundolo. Backhand of Andy. Forehand of Cerundolo. Forehand of Andy. Backhand of Cerundolo. Oh my gosh, another winner. And he seals the game. He consolidates the break. And that's 3 games in a row for Francisco Cerundolo. Wow, wow, wow. On a little bit of a streak right now is the Argentine. And he does consolidate the break. All the crowd cheers for Andy Murray. They want him to get this set over and done with. I don't know if he is going to be able to do it the easy way, though. Korda, by the way, 4-2 up in the tiebreak. And Zhang does have a break point to get to 4-2 in the 3rd set. Clips the net. Oh, the lob from Cerundolo. And punished with the overhead from Andy Murray. 15 love. Come on. Good stuff. Good stuff. Just misses that first serve. Just misses that first serve. Second serve here for Andy. Backhand of Andy to the backhand of Cerundolo. Forehand of Andy. Forehand of Cerundolo into the net. 30 love. Come on. Come on. Come on. Alexander. Alexander. Come on, Andy. 30 love here. Misses the ball toss. Second serve here. Compliment King in the chat. Saying, come on, David. Thank you very much. Misses the ball toss again, does Andy Murray. Gosh. Backhand from Cerundolo to the forehand of Andy. Backhand of Cerundolo. Backhand of Andy. Backhand of Cerundolo. Backhand of Andy. Forehand of Cerundolo. Forehand of Andy. Forehand of Cerundolo. Forehand slice of Andy to the backhand of Cerundolo. Backhand of Andy into the net. Oh, 30-15. Hides in corner. Okay, 30-15 here. Nice serve. I think it's an ace from Andy Murray to get to 2 set points. Can he take the set here? Andy Murray serving at 5-3. Forehand of Andy now. The forehand of Cerundolo. Forehand. Backhand of Cerundolo is wide. Come on, Andy Murray. Takes the second set. Come on. 6-3. Andy Murray takes it finally. And could be happy with that to get that set over and done with. Come on. Second set summary. See the stats here. Way better serving stats for Andy Murray there. 64% first serve in place. Second serve points won is 60%. Way less unforced errors and way more clinical. And yeah, Andy Murray, well deserved of that second set win. Well deserved. 7-5, 6-3. Come on. Andy Murray. So yeah, that's really good. And as requested by Lexi, I haven't done it yet. She requested it a few games into the second set. I'm going to sing Tiny Dancer by Elton John. Let me get the song up. Let's see. Andy Murray changing shirt once again. It's the sweaty heat of New York. Yeah. Sponsored by Babolat. No, not sponsored. Hashtag not an ad, please. Boom. Baby, LA lady, sing these just for the band. Pretty eyed, pirate smile. You marry a music man. Ballerina, must have seen her dancing in the sand. Now she's in me, always with me. Tiny dancer in my hand. Boo-doo-ba-doo-boo. Jesus freaks out in the street, and in tickets I forgot. Turning back, she just laughs, and not that bad. Volley, come on, Andy. Piano man, he makes a stand in the auditorium, looking on. She sings the songs, the words she knows, tune she hums. Backhand for Cerundolo, clips the net and goes on his own side. Oh, how it feels so real, lying here with no one near, only you. You can hear me when I say softly, slowly. Hold me closer, tiny dancer. Count the headlights on the highway. Lay me down in sheets of linen. You're busy day to day. Hold me closer, tiny dancer. Grab the headlights on the highway. Lay me down in sheets of linen. Come on, breakpoint, Andy. Had a busy day today. Come on. I love the piano. Blue jean baby, LA lady, seems just for the band. Pretty eyed, pirate smile. Marry a music man. Ballerina, you must have seen her dancing in the sand. Another break point. Now she's in me, always with me. Tiny dancer in my hand. Come on, Andy. Second serve. Oh, I feel so real, lying here, no one near, only you. And you can hear me when I say softly, slowly. Come on, Andy. Hold me closer, tiny dancer. Got the headlights on the highway. Lay me down in sheets of linen. Had a busy day today. Hold me closer, tiny dancer. Got the headlights on the highway. Lay me down in sheets of linen. Had a busy day today. Come on. What a song. What a suggestion. Well done. Well done, guys. Boom, boom. Come on, Andy. Hit that forehand into the open court. Cerundolo gets there, though. Backhand of Andy. The backhand slice of Cerundolo to the forehand of Andy. Backhand Cerundolo to backhand slice of Andy. Backhand slice of Cerundolo to backhand slice of Andy. Ooh, backhand slice of Cerundolo. Backhand slice of Andy. Slice of Cerundolo into the net. But it bounces over. Ah. Love 15. I do. Or, wow. That's rude. Yeah, very good choice by Lexi. Oh, me closer, tiny dancer. Thanks, compliment king. You're what's the word? Your name makes sense. You're living up to your name. Todd, hello, welcome. How you doing? Wow, that's how you know Gary's been around the block for a long time. Forehand of Andy. Oh, come on, Andy. That's so good. 50-0. Come on. My hand. Oh, I feel so real. Banger, banger, banger. I see any scorelines that interest me right now. Oh, JJ Wolf is a game away from an upset in straight sets against RBA. Also, Tabio a point away from a tiebreak in the third. 2 sets to love up there. Medvedev did take that opening set 6-2. Now it's 1-0 in the second. 400 from Cerundolo. 400 of Andy. 400. Cerundolo is way, way long. And it's 30-15 Andy Murray. Come on. Yeah, you like the what's the guy's name? You know, the Beatles manager. The one that, like, made them, like, an organized unit. That's you, Lexi. Forehand of Andy to the backhand of Cerundolo. Backhand of Cerundolo again to backhand slice of Andy. Backhand of Cerundolo. Backhand of Andy down the line to forehand of Cerundolo. Forehand of Andy. Backhand of Cerundolo into the net. 40-15 Andy. Come on. Come on. And Kyle Edmund staying in this set so far. Point away from 3-0. I'm not going to sing that. It's just a complete jinx, Cedric. I'm sorry. By the way, Tim van Rijthoven is 5-0 on the third. So interesting there. See what happens. We'll see what happens. Slowly. Double faults from Andy there. Not great. But you can just get out of his head. Just ace or just get this point over and done with to get a 2-love. Get the double fault out of his head immediately. Hey, Gary knows his stuff. Well done, well done. This is the first serve, Andy. Come on. Oh, no. 2 double faults in a row, Andy. You really want to do that? Do you want to do that, though? Is that something you deem necessary? Come on, Andy. 2 double faults in a row. Why? Why? Ivan Lendl would not do that. He would not double fault twice in a row. Oh, come on. That's better. Better from Andy. And a big come on from Andy. That's going to get the crowd going. That's going to get the crowd going. By the way, Davidis Rakina is a breakup in the third set, serving at 4-3. 15-love. Something more mellow. We will rock you, yeah. Back in a Cerundolo to the forehand of Andy. Forehand of Cerundolo. Forehand of Andy. Back in a Cerundolo is wide. Come on. Andy Murray does consolidate the break. 2-love in the third set. Come on. Come on. Come on. Let's consolidate the break. Okay. I'll do a Queen song. It's which one I do. Let me look at the Queen discography. I don't want to do Bohemian Rhapsody. Or don't I want to do something, yeah. Don't know. What do I want to sing? That's So Good from Cerundolo. Fingers out anyway. From Andy. I want to break free. I want to break free. I want to break free. No, 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 no. Oh, piano. You want Piano Man by Billy Joel. You want a bit of Billy? I'm all for singing a bit of Billy Joel. Yeah, I'm all for that. Anyone else agree? Or anyone else have any other Billy Joel songs I should sing? Oh, he's made it. Cerundolo's made it as well. What a backhand. Oh my gosh, right in the corner. That is brilliant. Brilliant, brilliant. So we got 1 vote, Billy Joel. Piano Man. Let me think. I could set myself a challenge and do "We Didn't Start the Fire," because that's gonna be hard to sing. Nice, Andy Murray. Stops the game to love. I know Vienna's like one of his biggest songs, but I don't really know it very well. I never had that album growing up. Dead in the chat saying Palmadosa wins over Halp in this year's US Open final. I think who's ST? Cerundolo does hold serve. Who's ST? So Cedric wants We Didn't Start the Fire. I think I'd be all right. Anything from 52nd Street. I'm sure Kathy knows her Billy Joel albums. She's listing like all the songs. Do you have any specific think? So Cerundolo, good service game there. You know, I'll do we didn't start the fire because Cedric won that as well. Hey Truman, Doris Day, Red China, Johnny Ray, South Pacific, Water, Georgia, Maggio. McCarthy, Richard Nixon, Studebaker, Television, North Korea, South Korea, Marilyn Monroe. Rosenberg's H-Bomb, Sugar Ray, Bam John Brando, The King and I, and The Catcher in the Rye. Eisenhower vaccine, England's got a new queen. Marciano, Liberace, Santayana, goodbye. We didn't start the fire. It was always burning since the world's been turning. We didn't start the fire. Well, we didn't light it, but we tried to find it. Joseph Stalin, Malenkov, Nazareth, Prokofiev, Rockefeller, Campanella, Communist Bloc. Roy Cohn, Wamperon, Tuscanina, Dacron, Ribbon, who falls, rock around the clock. Einstein, James Dean, Brooklyn's got a winning team. David Crockett, Peter Pan, Elvis Presley, Disneyland, Bottle, Budapest, Alabama, Khrushchev, Princess Grace, Baden Place, trouble in the Suez. We didn't start the fire. It was always burning since the world's been turning. We didn't start the fire, though we didn't light it. Little Rock, Passanak, Mickey Mantle, Kerouac, Sputnik, Chewing Lie, Bridge on the River Kwai, Lebanon, Charles de Gaulle, California baseball, stock with a homicide, children of the Litamide. Oh, Buddy Holly, Ben Hur, Space Monkey Mafia, Hula Hoops, Castro, Edsel is a no-go. You two, Sigmund Rhee, Viola and Kennedy, Chubby Checker, Psycho, Belgians in the Congo. We didn't start the fire. It was always burning since the world's been turning. We didn't start the fire. No, we didn't light it, but we tried to find it. Hemingway, Eichmann, stranger in a strange land, Dylan, Berlin, Bay of Pigs invasion, Lawrence of Arabia, British Beatlemania, Ole Miss, John Glenn, This'n beats Patterson, Pope, Malcolm X, British politician sex, JFK, blown away, what else do I have to say? It was always burning since the world's been turning. We didn't start the fire. No, we didn't light it, but we tried to fight it. Birth control, Ho Chi Minh, Richard Nixon back again, moonshot, Woodstock, Watergate, punk rock, Begin ring Palestine, terror on the airline, Ayatollahs in Iran, Russians in Afghanistan, Wheel of Fortune, Sally Ride, heavy metal, suicide, foreign deaths, homeless vets, AIDS, crack, burning gas, hypodermics on the shore, China's under martial law, rock and roll like Cola Wars, I can't take it anymore. We stopped the fire. It was always burning since the world's been turning. We didn't start the fire. No, we didn't know. We will still burn on and on and on. We didn't start the fire. It was always burning since the world's been turning. We didn't start the fire. We didn't start the fire. Let's go. Love a bit of Billy Joel. Billy Joel has a great voice. We didn't start the fire. By the way, Andy Murray does have 40-15 lead here to get to 3-1 ahead in this third set. Can he do it, though? That's the question. Can he do it? Forehand, backhand slice from Cerundolo to forehand of Andy. Backhand slice again from Cerundolo. Forehand of Andy to backhand of Cerundolo. Backhand of Andy. Forehand of Cerundolo to forehand of Andy now. Forehand drop shot. Cerundolo is into the middle of the nets. Come on. Andy Murray does hold serve to 15. And he gets the 3-1 lead in this third set. Come on. Thanks for the support, Cedric. I do love Billy Joel. He's a great man. Sings very well. That Billy Joel's voice is so iconic. Like, how can he be imitating other singers? You can hear Billy Joel's voice in his voice. No? It's such a distinct voice. Don't know how it can be imitated. Thanks, Ted. Ah. Okay, so Nadal beating Tsitsipas in the final. Good backhands from both here. Backhand of Andy is way long, though. 15 love. Peaches. I think we're going to have to keep this. I'll sing again in the Felix stream after this because my voice is not in the mood to sing a third song in a row. You know. But thank you for all the suggestions. Second serve here. Double faults again from Cerundolo. Not great. Not great whatsoever. Forehand Cerundolo to forehand of Andy. Backhand of Cerundolo. Backhand of Andy. Backhand of Cerundolo. Forehand of Andy. Forehand of Cerundolo. Backhand of Andy is wide again. Yeah, he's a genius. He is a genius. And he portrays such good, like, stories as well. He's, yeah. You can't get tired of Billy Joel, can you? Andy's surviving somehow in this rally. Oh, and he gets his reward. I mean, Andy is the marathon man. He runs side to side, backhand slice to keep it in the court, keep himself in the point. And yeah, Andy never gives up. Never does. Harmony Tan Andrescu has just started. So after that match is the Felix one on the grandstand court. So I'll be waiting for that to end as well as this one. It's a bad error to make there. Andy into the net off return. Let's see. Kyle Edmonds, Casper Ruud. Casper Ruud has taken the first set 6-3. Sad. I think 6-3. Good return from Andy. Oh, come on. Gets the deuce. Come on, Andy. He's not out of this game just yet. Come on. By the way, Medvedev 3-0 on the second. Also, Majorak did take that third set in the tiebreak as well. But Tabio has a 3-love lead in the fourth. So we'll see. We will see. Oh, the drop shot from Andy. Oh, Andy Murray is a genius. He's so good at tennis. And he's still got some miles left in those legs. Back and forth, front, back. He gets to every ball. He has a break point. Come on. Andy Murray, break point here for 4-1. Oh, it's so good from Cerundolo. He steps in off that slice into the midcourt and pummels it into the corner. By the way, Tommy Paul, Zabata Marias is 2-0 in terms of sets. We're in a fifth set here. Tommy Paul, probably not having his best day of tennis. Be a good day to get out of, though, to get to the second round. Second serve here at deuce. Ben Shelton, Nuno Borges. Going to start soon. The battle of the youngsters. Come on, Andy. Yes, Andy. Come on. The volley into the corner. He has another chance to get a double break in this third set. Come on. So good. The short ball pummels that forehand into the corner. And then he comes in off that. Comes into the net. Volley into the corner. Come on. Cerundolo can't get to it. Zhang has 2 match points, by the way, against Tim van Rijthoven. 4-6 in the tiebreak. Tim van Rijthoven is serving. Here we go. Second serve here. Oh, Andy. You can't miss those. A second serve return, break point into the net is not good enough. Come on, Andy. You're better than that. You're better than that. By the way, Korda is a breakup. Against Bagnus, serving at 4-3. What a serve from Cerundolo. But he puts that forehand long. And a third chance at the break for Andy Murray. He needs to take it. He needs to take this. To be fair, Van Rijthoven has saved both match points there. One on serve, one off serve. It's now 6-0 in the tiebreak at the sit down. So, not out of it yet. Not quite. Forehand from Cerundolo is long, and Andy Murray, a couple fist pumps there. He looks at his team. He's happy. He gets the double break. 4-1 up in the third set. Gets a double break just like he had in the second set as well. Andy Murray leads 4-1. Andy Murray. Come on. Andy Murray gets a double break. He gets the double break. Leads 4-1 in this third set. By the way, we've got 56 viewers and a few likes from Facebook. But let's see how many likes we have on the YouTube. How many do we have? Hopefully it's a good few. 76 likes on YouTube combined with the Facebook. That is 80 likes. We're only 20 away from 100. That'd be amazing if we get 100 likes on my opening stream in the US Open. If you could all hit that like button, that would be incredible. I'm sure most of you have already done it. But, yeah, please hit that like button if you haven't already. Got a Spanish speaker here. Cerundolo no tiene tenis pasto jugador. Tres partidos de Grand Slam. Vaya pelida que la da el Scorches. I agree with you. Yeah. Third round of Islam? Is that what you're saying? No idea. Any Spanish speakers? Can you translate what Raul's trying to say? Raul Suarez Prieto. This is that first serve, does Andy? Forehand of Cerundolo goes long. The return does go long. 15 love. Let me can I copy and paste this into Google Translate? I figured. By the way, Medvedev does have 2 break points he has to save here at 4-3. Not having the easiest time against Kozlov, that's for sure. Not exactly having a stormer over there on the center court on Arthur Ashe probably. It's double fault from Andy. Not great. Not too great. 15-0. JJ Wolf, by the way, before did take it in straight sets. 6-4, 6-4, 6-4 against RBA. Big win for Kyrgios. Big win. In the net from Cerundolo, 30-15. Andy Murray came in just in case. Into the net. Ah, I see. Probably he. Raul, right? I mean, the only Raul I know, like the former top goal scorer in Real Madrid history, he was a man. Still is. So, it might be. Don't know. Oh, it's 9-0 in the tiebreak, by the way. Zhang Van Rijthoven. That match is not ending. Good from Andy. Oh, he's still on the point. Oh, but Van Rijthoven. I mean, not Van Rijthoven. Cerundolo hits that monster forehand of his. Gets it to 30-0. It's another must-hold game, I say, for Andy. He needs to just keep this pressure on. He's doing so well. But he needs to hold. He cannot let up. Double breakup. Wants to stay a double breakup. Korda does have a chance here to take the set. 15-30 up at 3-5. Come on, Andy. The drive volley, but Cerundolo gets it back. Oh, nicely taken overhead by Andy Murray. Getting to 40-30. Come on. Very nicely taken. Let's see. Tim van Rijthoven versus Zhang. Tim van Rijthoven has a set point. 10-9. 10-9. Tim van Rijthoven. Not sure how many. He takes it. Tim van Rijthoven takes the third set. What a story it'll be if he comes back to win now. Saving those set points. Match points, sorry. Backhand, Cerundolo, backhand of Andy to backhand of Cerundolo. Backhand of Andy. Backhand of Cerundolo. Backhand of Andy. Clips the net. Forehand of Cerundolo. He's out. Come on. Andy does hold serve. He consolidates the break. And he's a game away from the second round of the US Open. Come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Other matches around. Kozlov did break at 4-3, but Medvedev now has 3 break points to serve for the second set at 5-4. Backhand of Cerundolo to the backhand of Andy. Backhand slice of Cerundolo is long. It's love 15. It would be perfect for Andy to not have to worry about serving out. If he could just break here, it'd lower the stress for him a lot. Obviously. Oh my gosh. He's got a good forehand, does Cerundolo. He's got a good forehand. Ridiculously fast. If you leave it short even a little bit, he will punish you. That return wasn't terrible. It's close to being out that serve. Just must have kissed the line. That's why Andy Murray was a bit hesitant with the backhand. Yeah, Cerundolo powers it. Ooh, unlucky for Cerundolo. Murray's return clips the net. And Cerundolo can't hit that forehand above the net. The high part of the net especially. He can't hit above it. And now, Andy Murray 2 points away from the match. Please, you guys, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. We're so close to the end here. Ooh! Backhand. Forehand from Cerundolo. Backhand of Andy. Oh, nicely taken volley from Cerundolo. Gotta respect that. Andy's not happy, but he cannot let his emotions get the better of him right now. It's because he wanted that backhand pass to be better. Yeah. Cerundolo was waiting. Gonna make him angry. Because you know how much Andy relies on his pass. What a return. Oh, but that slice isn't good though. And now it's 40-30 Cerundolo. Yeah. Woohoo. 40-30 Cerundolo. Tabio, by the way, does have a match point here at 5-1. And he takes it. Tabio through to the second round in 4. 6-1 in the fourth set. And he hits that ball into the net. And Cerundolo does hold on. He saves that mini chance there and rescues himself to see if Andy can serve out at 5-2.
Francisco. Oh, oh, oh. Francisco. Oh, oh, oh. Cerundolo. Oh, oh, oh. Francisco. Oh, oh, oh. Cerundolo.
Cerundolo. Yeah, Francisco Cerundolo. He does all he can on his own serve. Now it's up to Andy. Can he get this match over the line? He couldn't serve out the set in the first set, the first time of asking. He couldn't serve out the second set, the first time of asking. Can he do it here? He's not been able to do it in the previous two sets. History has shown in this match, Murray struggled serving out for the first time, at least for the first time of asking. So, yeah, it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting. I think Murray will serve it out. I think he'll serve it out. Let's see though. Let's see. Wow, Andrescu. Oh man, 4-love lead, and is getting better in the first set against Harmony Tan. Harmony Tan is no joke of an opponent. Andrescu is fully doing her in right now. I don't know if that's the professional language. It's true. Korda 2 points away from the third set as well. Serving at 5-4. But let's see. No, I'm just Scottish. Let's see. Can Andy serve out here? Misses that forehand long. Not a great start. Love 15. Andrescu does have 3 break points to get triple break in the first set. Wow. She could serve at 5-love for the bagel in that first set against Harmony Tan. That would be mental. Completely mental. Ooh, just out in the first serve. You met Murray in England. Was nice enough to take pictures of you. Wow. That's amazing. Was he just kind of like walking about? Or was it like an event? Slice from Andy. Wow, he gets unlucky there. Cerundolo's forehand hits the net. It goes a bit low. And very low, really. Murray can't do much with it. The slice would have to be ridiculously well timed. And just, yeah. Unlucky for Andy there. But Cerundolo has a love 30 lead in this game. A love 30 lead. Backhand of Cerundolo to the forehand of Andy. Oh, it's good. Forehand. Come on. 15-30. Better point there. Better point. As Andrescu does break, will serve at 5-love. Korda has a set point to take the third 6-4. Tommy Paul serving at 2-3 in the fifth set as well. Interesting stuff. But we're focusing on the Murray match right now. That serve must have been in. And he finishes it off. The forehand. Come on. 30-0. Good stuff from Andy Murray. Good stuff. Andy Murray. Throwing Wimbledon and he's practicing there. Cool. Backhand of Cerundolo. The backhand of Andy. Forehand of Cerundolo. Forehand of Andy. Forehand of Cerundolo. Forehand of Andy. Oh, it's gone out from Andy. Break point Cerundolo. Breakpoint Cerundolo at 5-2. Medvedev, by the way, has taken the second set 6 games to 4, probably. Probably 6 games to 4. Let's see. Yeah, 6 games to 4. 2 sets up on Kozlov. Oh, just misses the first serve. Unlucky for Andy. Break point down, second serve. No, it's out. Andy's backhand sails long. And just like the first 2 sets, he cannot serve out at the first time of asking. He gets punished once again for his tightness. And yeah, gets broken. Francisco Cerundolo doing very well, staying in each point, and he gets the break. We'll serve at 3-5.
Francisco. Oh, oh, oh. Francisco. Oh, oh, oh. Cerundolo. Oh, oh, oh. Francisco. Oh, oh, oh. Cerundolo.
Hello, MQR. How are you doing? How are you doing this fine evening? Glad to see you in the chat. Lot 15, Cerundolo did just miss that volley. By the way, Korda did get broken back. Ooh. Magnus saved the set point. 5-0 on the third. Danger for Korda. Not having the easiest time in these sets. Oh, and Cerundolo does miss that forehand. Oh. Love 30. We saw what happens when Murray went love 30 after getting broken when trying to serve out in the first set. Cerundolo came back and held serve. So we'll see what happens here. That's just history. First serve missed there from Cerundolo. Second serve here at love 30. Big, big moment. Second serve. Backhand of Andy. Backhand Cerundolo. Backhand of Andy. Backhand of Cerundolo. Backhand of Andy. Forehand of Cerundolo into the net. And we have 3 match points for Andy Murray. 3 match points.
Match point.
Match points for Andy Murray. Can he get through to the second round of the US Open? Oh, he must have just made that, Cerundolo. Wow. Playing with margins. Match point down. What a forehand angle to find. Ho, saves the first match point. What about the second match point, though? He saves that one, too, with an ace. 30-40 now. Still match point down, but it's only one. It's only one now. The crowd's getting more intense now. They're cheering. They want Andy to finish this. Can he do it, though? Not Korda. Cerundolo does miss that first serve. Second serve here for Cerundolo. Ooh. Gets a let. I thought that was going to sail wide off the net cord. But didn't quite. Ooh. Second serve. Backhand of Andy. Forehand of Cerundolo. is long. Andy Murray, a huge fist bump. He shouts, yeah, come on, as he takes down the 24th seed, Francisco Cerundolo, in straight sets. Sometimes he made it harder than it needed to be, but Francisco Cerundolo goes down, and Andy Murray rises 7-5, 6-3, 6-3. He takes this match, and he's through to the second round. Come on, Andy Murray. He's loving the crowd. He's loving their support right now. Come on, Andy Murray. Straight sets victory. I don't know the last time he had a straight sets victory in the first round, to be honest. Very, very good for Andy Murray. What a win. What a strong, strong win to start his US Open campaign, however short or long it may be. Impressive stuff from the Scotsman. Come on. And you gotta feel bad for Cerundolo a little bit. With he did show a lot of fighting back pretty much every single set. But Andy Murray, I think he's just the better player today, to be honest. Way less unforced errors, way more solid. Deservedly through in straight sets. So yeah, we'll see who he plays. Let me see the US Open wiki. Let's see. Men's singles. So Andy Murray through. You'll play the winner of Millman or Nava. So not a bad opponent in the second round, that's for sure. He'll fancy himself against either of those, especially seeing as they're playing longer sets and there's not going to be a straight set victory there. So yeah, Andy Murray gets through in straight sets versus the Argentine wonder kid who has a lot of potential. Too much for right now, though. And Andy Murray gets it done in straight sets. Come on. I'll see you guys in about... how long is... whenever the Harmony-Tan Andreescu match finishes. After that, I'll be live for Richard versus Felix Auger-Aliassime, which will be a nice match as well to cover. Obviously, me being Canadian and all. So I'll see you guys for that one. Stay tuned for that. Andy Murray goes through in straight sets. He'll meet the winner of Millman or Nava.